Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Mavs beat the Kings 120-106. AD and Clay combined for 50 points. As the Mavs blow out the Kings, the game really wasn't that close at any point in time. I mean, 14 points. At one point in time, they had it up as many as 24 points. Joe, I'm going to ask you this. Did tonight win redeem Nico Harrison? Does the Mavericks fans say, you know what? AD ain't that bad after all. He gave us, what did he give us? 27, 9, 3 blocks, an assist, a steal, plus 10 in the plus minus. 27, 9, and 3, we can live with that. It's all well in Dallas after they advance to face the Memphis Grizzlies for a chance to be the 8th seed and face the OKC Thunder.
No, I don't think it's all well in Dallas. It was a good performance by AD, but I kind of feel like the Mavericks, they're gonna get cheated this year, man. They don't have Kyrie, who's out with an ACL injury, and at some point, even maybe next game, they need guys like him who can take over. Create havoc on offense and put guys in the right position. So I think it's going to be tough, man. They still got their work cut out. They got to play against Memphis in Memphis, right?
Yep.
Memphis can't lose that game, man. That's going to be a good one.
But let me ask you this. Are you concerned about the health of Ja? Now, we saw him hurt that ankle. He stayed out for a significant amount of time. He tried to come back in, but you've had probably had that injury where you go to shoot a shot, you land on someone's foot, ankle, you roll your ankle. How sore is he going to be? Is there enough time between they played last night, you had Thursday off, and you play tomorrow, and you have tomorrow off, and then you'll play on Friday?
He young. He gonna heal up quick. If that was me, if that was me and you having a sprained ankle, it's gonna take us about 3 weeks to a month to get back. So he young. He gonna bounce right back. He gonna be ready to go. He understands the moment, I think, and knowing that it's in Memphis, I'm sure he's not gonna want to let them fans down. So I expect Ja to put on a show, man.
Ocho, this game, Dallas Mavericks, they win 120-106. Anthony Davis. I mean, they got contributions everywhere. AD had 27. PJ Washington had 17. Clay had 23. This is why they got Clay.
Too.
Off the bench, Dante Exum had 11. Brandon Williams had 17 in 18 minutes, 5 or 6 from the floor, 3 or 4 from the three-point line, 4 or 4 from the free throw line. The bench was very, very good for the Dallas Mavericks to overcome. DeMar DeRozan had 33. Zach LaVine had a quiet 20. They didn't get the kind of production they normally get from Sabonis. He only had 11, 13, and 5, but he's normally somewhere around 17, 18. Give you that, and they needed that tonight. But Dallas go on the road to Sacramento and win this game. Ocho, what did you like about what you saw from Dallas?
I mean, this is exactly what you expected them to do. This is exactly what you expect them to do. Obviously, the fans have been mad about the trade and AD coming and Luka leaving, Luka coming in, trying to remind you why I should have stayed. But all this is for the Dallas fans and the organization for the Mavericks as well is you put a Band-Aid on the gash. That's all it is. This is what you're supposed to do to Sacramento. So what you're gonna see is later on down the line, when it comes time for a 7-game series, things are gonna be a little different. You don't have Kyrie. He's hurt. Most of the bulk of everything going to be on AD to have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Be a scorer. A 30, a 32, a 35 to be able to lead that team to another series, which Luka was able to do with Kyrie. I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, you definitely need, and Joe, you can speak to this. In the playoffs, you need a guy that you can put the ball in his hands and he can go get you a bucket. And it's nice to have that as a guard because you don't have to get him the ball. He can come get the ball, bring it up, and Kyrie can distribute. Right. Kyrie can get his shot from anywhere. He can finish in the paint, given that he's not an above-the-rim player, but his layup package and his ability to handle and create a shot for himself or someone else is second to none.
Yeah.
And so to that, going on the road, now, you look at Memphis. They got Triple J, who did not have a great performance the other night. Ja was good. Desmond Bane played unbelievable. Pippen Jr. played really well. Mm-hmm. What does Dallas have to do to go in and to create a similar performance to what they had tonight?
AD gonna have to be dominant. He gonna have to be dominant, man. He gonna have to put up big numbers in order for them to win. I know they pretty much play by committee. You know, Clay got off to a pretty good start tonight. You know, he shot the ball really well. But they got guys who can put up numbers now. They got guys coming off their bench who can definitely chip in and help. But I think with their size, they're gonna give Memphis some problems as well, though. You know, that's why AD's able to kind of roam, because he got Lively and Gafford down there to kind of clog up the paint. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. And he gets to play when Lively's on the floor. He always gets to play, for the most part, he gets to play the four, which he loves to play. Because when you have Lively, you bring in a Daniel Gafford. You're right. They're a big team. You look at P.J. Washington, goes about 6'8". Lively goes about 6'11" or 7 foot. AD goes 6'10". Daniel Gafford 6'9", 6'10". This is a very, very big ball club. And so the front line, and they challenge a lot of shots. They had 8 blocks tonight. AD had 3, Gafford had 2. And so you know nothing. Hey, it's simple philosophy in the playoffs. Nothing cheap.
Nothing cheap, man. Hey,
nothing easy. You come in to pay, I got to put you down. I'm sorry.
But with Memphis got JJ and Big Eden down there. You know, they going to cause some havoc as well. But I do expect Ja to really put on a pretty good performance, because they're going to need him. They're going to need his leadership, you know, definitely on the court for them to be able to continue. And whoever wins the game, they got OKC.
That's your prize, huh?
You got OKC in the first round, you're going to be in for a fight, boy. Hey.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that Spencer Dinwiddie, who's been a major contributor, he only got 2 minutes of mop-up duty tonight? I was surprised they went with Exum as opposed to Spencer Dinwiddie. What is it that you think Jay Kidd saw that he says, you know what? The minutes that we normally give Dinwiddie, we're going to give those minutes to Exum, because he played 19 minutes and he had 11 points, 4 of 4, 1 of 3, 1 of 1 from the 3-point line, and 2 made both of his free throws, had 3 rebounds, had 6 assists, a steal.
He brings good energy. He brings good energy to the table. I think Dinwiddie is more of an offensive threat. And Exum gonna come in and he's gonna be more of an X factor. He's gonna play hard defensively. He's gonna knock down the shots if he open, especially in that corner. So I think he probably just leaned a little more on Exum, probably because he had a little bit more confidence in him tonight.
And plus, he's looking to get everybody involved as opposed to Spencer Dinwiddie looking to get his shot.
Dinwiddie trying to get
himself involved.
Dinwiddie trying to get into his bag.
Hey, Dinwiddie said, "I'm playing for a contract, bro. To keep it a buck with you. I'm trying to get this contract." You're right. I think the thing is with Edie. Look, I think the thing is when you look at Memphis when they were at their best, they had what's the guy? What's the big guy they had? He just traded into Houston.
Adams. Steven Adams.
Big Steven Adams.
Yeah.
Ja was tremendous in the pick and roll. He gave them Adams gave them extra opportunities. Zach Edey can do that, but Zach is going to have to be he's going to have to be a little bit more active, because I think he's a better offensive weapon. He was Player of the Year. No matter what you think of him, his game, college game compared to the NBA. He was a Player of the Year. He was an All-American. And so he has the offensive skills. Now, it's not him shooting threes, but around the rim, I'm not so sure they run a whole lot of plays for him. He's not a guy that you run, you want 14 points? Get it off the rim.
You're going to have to get it off the rim. Because the thing is, with having him on the floor, though, they're going to keep him in pick and rolls. You know what I mean? Because he's probably going to play back a lot of the times. He's not going to be up to the pick. And for the guards, that's definitely essential for them trying to get to the basket and just create opportunities for everybody on the squad.
That's where Kyrie would be extra beneficial, because you put Edey in the pick and roll, and he doesn't want to hedge, and he doesn't have the lateral quickness or the quickness or to be able to drop back. So Kyrie as Shaq would say, barbecue chicken.
Jumpers, floaters, passes, it'll be a pretty sight to see. But like I said, they got other guys on their team who are capable of having big nights or even winning you a game in the playoffs, and that's what you need.
Yeah. Nick Marshall did a lot of handling the ball tonight. They let Clay bring it up early, but Nick Marshall was really in charge. I thought Exum coming in gave him a boost of energy, as you mentioned. Brandon Williams was sensational. He was absolutely sensational. 17 points in 18 minutes. He got it and got it going early. And a lead that was like 8-9 all of a sudden became 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
What's his name? Najee. Oh, Najee Marshall. My bad. Najee Marshall. I thought you was talking about Brandon Williams. I was like, I'm seeing Williams. Najee Marshall. He did a lot of ball handling, but he's not a natural point guard. He's not a natural facilitator. No. And I think that gets a lot of teams because, he can handle the ball. Just because you can handle the ball doesn't mean you can run an offense. And I think we saw that with the Phoenix Suns because Booker can handle the ball, but Booker's a 2. You go back and look at the Suns and study them, they work best when they had CP3. To get everybody, hey, Katie, you can get that shot right there. Hey, Book, you can get this right here. Stop pretending just because somebody can handle the ball, they can run an offense. Those are two different things. Tough. Handling the ball, running an offense. It's just like a quarterback, Ocho. Hey, he can throw the ball, but can he run an offense?
Nah.